In today's Krunker video, we're going to be talking about the Krunker update that only lasted 2 hours. And it wasn't update 5.2.0, it was update 5.1.9. Now, I'm not sure if they took out all of this update, but in this update, as you guys can see, they mess with hitboxes a lot. And people weren't too happy about that, so they reverted it. And unfortunately, I had little to no time to play on it. Yesterday, we had our Friendsgiving, so I was really busy, but I actually did snipe on it, and it felt perfectly fine, but I didn't try to even use AK or SMG, and sniper's a one-shot kill, so if you aim at the target, you're going to hit the target. Sniping felt perfectly fine, but we're going to be talking about this hitbox update, seeing if it really was that bad, and talking about the future. So if you guys do go on to enjoy this video, make sure you guys drop a like. It helps with the YouTube algorithm a lot. We're trying to get 200,000 subscribers. And then also, if you guys played the new hitbox update, please let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments down below. And then finally, one last thing, if you guys are be buying Krunkies from the Krunker item shop for Krunker Season 5, please use creator code SORABLE. It is by far the best way to support the channel. Let's go check out the Krunker update that only lasted 2 hours. So as we said, update 5.1.9. They removed the hitbox padding entirely, which means it makes it incredibly harder to hit the hitbox. Hitboxes are much more accurate to the player model in all modes, work in progress. And now leg hitbox is now synced when running. Besides that, it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot else in this update, but the biggest part is that they changed hitboxes. And everyone was very either happy about this or upset. And I can honestly see from both different sides. Some people want Krunker to be a harder game where it's more rewarding to get kills, and other people already can't get kills. So I can most definitely see from a new player's perspective why this is so rough. It's already hard enough for new players to hit their shots, especially against the good guys, so it making it even harder to hit the hitboxes against the good guys is just going to make their time even worse, which is already a massive issue in Krunker. The skill gap from like level 130, which I am, to like level 20 is disgusting. Like, I'd say like 6-7 times out of 10 I'm gonna win that gunfight every single time. So to the people who barely can hit their shots on a day-to-day basis on old hitboxes, I could see why they're upset about this. Now, to everyone who is, you know, around my level or even higher, or maybe even close to level 100 and have hours in this game, I really feel like you should be able to hit your shots. I didn't play the hitbox update, but like, I feel like I would have conformed and just dealt with it. Now, I guess for at least for the moment, I'll never know. It's possible that I will know one day, but at least from what I've seen, it just kind of looks like you need to be more accurate. I don't know why I said it like that, accurate. From all of the gameplay I've seen, it really just looks like you need to slow your game down a little bit to be more accurate. And I think that's a lot of the big gripe from the bigger players, is when you're at such a high skill level, your speed and movement is very good. So when you're speeding around back and forth, slide hopping this fast, quite literally, I'm looking at you, Scuff. It's close to impossible to hit those shots. So moral of the story, I've really not seen anyone from the new player side be excited about the hitbox update, and I've seen a pretty mixed 50-50 of bigger players being happy about the update and people being upset about the update. So now we're gonna go look at some videos, some gameplay, maybe go look on Twitter and see what people are thinking, and maybe give our opinion off of that. Let's start on Twitter. By the way, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, I'm really close to 6K. If we hit 6K off of this video, I'll follow a bunch of people who followed me, so go follow me. We're gonna look up Krunker hitboxes. So first tweet we have from Wingman. If you guys don't know, he is a competitive player. And if I'm not mistaken, I think competitive hitboxes are always going to be what the new hitboxes are. So it's more competitive. Don't quote me on that, but I think I saw that somewhere. But he says, haven't crunked for a while, but it's funny seeing so many people complain about the accurate hitbox changes. There is no FPS game on the market currently that has accurate hitboxes and targets moving as fast as they are in Krunker. So this tweet's a little perplexing. In the first half of it seems like he thinks it's preposterous that people are complaining about it. But then he goes on to say there's no FPS game in the world that has this accurate of hitboxes with targets moving this fast. So I'm not really sure where Wingman is on this. And then he goes on to say it'll make the game incredibly hard, but KD, accuracy, damage, etc. in competitive games will represent player skill more accurately. I don't know if it's a good change or not. For pubs, absolutely not. Most players are laptop gamers using trackpad. That is a very good point. I actually didn't even think about that when this update rolled out. And then he says some stuff about comp that kind of looks like it's in Spanish. And that's a really good point, actually, that I honestly did not think about. Regardless of the new players, even the new players mixed in with the big players, there's a lot of people who play on trackpad. Like, I'd guarantee, like, some of the biggest demographic for Krunker is like Chromebook/laptop players. So having to hit these insane accurate hitboxes on trackpad might be close to impossible. That most definitely just changed my mind on it a little bit. Then we have Cashy's hitboxes showing that the hitboxes were exactly what what the Krunker character was. And then Carson goes on to say people should just admit they'd rather zoom around at Mach 3 and barely aim plus lobby skip for dead lobbies than practice and actually play an FPS game. At Krunkerio, flip-floppers, this tweet's for you. So it seems as if Carson is for the new hitboxes, and I think I honestly was at the beginning of this video too, but seeing how majority of the people who play Krunker use trackpad, I think it's extremely unfair to them. Because not everyone can afford a nice PC, a nice keyboard, a nice mouse. So the fact there is people playing on keyboard on their laptop and then trackpad, I think they need as much help as possible. But if we look down, Scuff said something, and then Carson said, looking more specifically at the people who say don't change the hitboxes. So I think what Carson's saying here is maybe, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but it seems as if he's saying the hitboxes should be changed, but they shouldn't be absolutely easy. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Then even Nav tweeted saying community changes about hitboxes are too big, needs changes. Dev makes hitboxes more real, the community. Then we have Wave saying I hope this garbage update gets reverted. Then we have this guy saying they need to fix these hitboxes TBH. Then we have Fitan saying not gonna lie, they ruin hitboxes. And then finally we have this guy saying, yo, new hitboxes are too hard, sad face. So I'm not gonna lie, I am a tad confused. I really don't know where people are on this whole situation. And since I was even gone yesterday, it makes it even harder to kind of gauge where people are on this situation. It almost seems as if everyone's upset that they changed it and then reverted it. Well, then I don't know, because then there's people like on trackpad who probably can't hit their shots regardless. Man, I really don't know where to stand on this. Part of me is all for like accurate hitboxes because I think that'd make the game a lot more skillful and fun. And then I think about like the other 95% of people who play Krunker, who play on, you know, laptops, Chromebooks, MacBooks, etc., and have such a hard time with trackpad. This is perplexing. Okay, so now we're gonna watch some gameplay from the hitbox update. As you guys can see, we're watching Pug's video. It says nuking with the new Krunker hitboxes. So we're gonna watch this and see how it goes. Gonna be analyzing everything they're doing. And if you guys want to go check out Pug, they're an awesome person. So make sure you guys go to their channel, have an iCard right now, and maybe even in the comments. How many subscribers are they at? 342? Let's get them to 500. I think that'd be nice. All credit to Pug. Let's just go ahead and look at these new hitboxes. So here's his first enemy, and that seemed pretty normal, but it's kind of hard to tell since you're not the one playing. Taking the next shots, that seemed a little bit more normal as well. Okay, that was weird. So right here, it seems like they're taking the shots directly on. That's a little bit to the right, so that makes sense that it misses, but I feel like that would have typically hit, and it takes them a while to get back on target. On this fight, that looks like a pretty clean kill. Getting this kill at fast speed, most definitely missed some shots. By the way, if you don't know, Pug is using SMG in this video, and it seems like they're taking shots that maybe usually would hit and it's throwing their normal shot off, but it kind of looks like Pug has already became acquainted with the new hitboxes. Most definitely seeing a slower time to kill, probably because of the more accurate hitboxes. You can see the shots that they're taking, and they're not really hitting all that much. People's accuracies are most definitely going to go down if this update ever does come back. I don't know if it should, to be honest with you. I'd be all for it if everyone in the world could have a nice PC and a nice keyboard and mouse, but since there's people playing on trackpad and stuff like that, I really am unsure about this update now. Because, you know, if it was a skill issue, it's a skill issue. And there is good people on trackpad, don't get me wrong. But I feel as if maybe it gets to a point to where it's not a skill issue and it's a hardware issue. I want to rewind right there. So Pug just got into a fight, hit some shots there. I think he thought he killed him both times and started running away, and then realizing he did not pick up the kill. And he's struggling to get this kill. The guy's still right there. Pug is not being super duper accurate, but you guys have to remember this is the new hitboxes. And it seems like the time to kill even went up. I don't know if it's because of the more accurate hitboxes or anything like that. Another thing I've noticed in this game, and it seems a lot more prevalent, it seems like nobody can shoot him. I'm assuming everyone else is having a really hard time with the hitboxes. Like, it really seems like no one is shooting him almost ever. He's getting shot here and there, but like in typical Krunker gunfights, you get pretty low, maybe in like a 1v3. Like pretty close to death to where you have to go chill for a second. He's really not been in a situation this whole entire game to where he's about to die. Very interesting. I have no idea what to feel about this. But like I said, I think this is going to be the hitboxes for Face It. So if that's the case, I guess I'll have a chance to experience it at one point, but I am not sure. And there is the nuke. I'm pretty sure. Easy nuke in our video. Nuke for the day, baby. But yeah, I don't know. It really seemed like people weren't shooting at him too often. And if they were, they weren't really connecting their shots. And then it most definitely seemed like Pug is struggling to hit shots, especially right there. Wow. Look at this. We're going to do some slow-mo guys stuff. We're going to play this at 0.5 and analyze the shots. So they're shooting, and that looks almost directly on at times. Like right there, that looks like that should hit. Same with that. That's like directly on the head, and then it's just not hitting. That is absolutely weird. And that even was more of the head, and it still did not hit. So I think that's a majority of people's issues, is not that the hitboxes are smaller, but that it's just too hard to hit on a game like Krunker. And also, it seems unrealistic to make the targets this small in such a fast-paced game. But nonetheless, please let me know what you guys think about the new / old / not even in the game anymore hitboxes. Do you guys prefer harder to hit hitboxes, or do you guys want easier to hit hitboxes? Personally, I think it was kind of fine the way it is, especially for pubs. Maybe in comp make them really hard to hit so people can, you know, exceed in that. But for the casual player playing pubs, I don't think it's fair to make them hit such an accurate shot. So once again, a video by Pug. Go subscribe, 500 subs or perish. So yeah, I don't know what I thought before this video. I think I thought it was a little bit stupid that they reverted the update, but I was also understanding. Let me get a kill or two to make sure that the new hitboxes aren't in the game. That's the thing. I feel like just like with the normal hitboxes, you get kills so much faster, and I'm sure you really do, just because that's how the hitboxes work. But it's like I see somebody and they could be dead in like seconds. In that Pug video, it seemed like they were really struggling to hit the shots. I know Pug is a great player. Every time they're in my game, they absolutely obliterate me. So this is pretty perplexing, but I want to see your guys' opinions on this. You guys think this is a good update? Do you think they should revert it? Do you think they should keep it the way it is? Please let me know. And as for me, I am pretty on the fence about it. I want the new hitboxes because I think it'd be fun, but I kind of feel for the low tier players. People who are trying to get into the game. It's just gonna be so hard to get your shot on because it's just hard to hit shots. And then if you are playing on a trackpad, you're just immediately at a hardware disadvantage, which is just unfair in my opinion. So like I said, please let me know what you guys think about it. This video was originally gonna be over the new hitboxes with me playing them, but as you guys can see, you did not just do that to me. You're an idiot, and I hate you so much. But as you guys know, the hitboxes are gone, so here we are. But I don't know, maybe new hitboxes would be good for the game. Maybe it make the game feel a little bit more new. I'm always open for change in Krunker, but if it is affecting people with hardware limitations, I do think that's unfair. So I guess we're just gonna have to see what happens. Oh, thank you guys so much for watching this video once again, and as always, it's been your boy, CJ or Sorable. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.